living. That's what San Jose wants to do with all the empty apartments in San Jose, is give vouchers to the homeless. Let me explain why this is not a good idea. San Jose looks to housing vouchers to fill mostly vacant high-rise. Well, let's see. The launch of a new housing voucher program. San Jose intends to strike two birds with one stone. Here's the thing. I think that's a Bible thing. I'm not sure. Verse in the Bible. But I do know that if you give a man a fish, he eats for a day. And if you teach a man to fish, he eats for a lifetime. And that's the problem with these voucher programs, is what happens is they start expecting it. 197 apartments at the 23-story glass wall hide sofa district known as the Fay is a luxury apartment complex first opened in 2024. It struggled to fill 336 because it's overpriced. Now, San Jose is going to take the bill and pay it for them, which means more money out of our general fund coffers. Look, I get it. I totally understand. Not a huge fan of this type of stuff. The problem is California, LA especially, has the largest amount of this in the entire United States. San Jose, which is the big metropolitan area in the southern Bay Area, then you have San Francisco and you have Oakland, is another problem. We have blight all over San Jose, and this will only lead to more and more issues. Here's the thing. When you hand somebody something for free, they learn to expect it. It's the same reason why we're not allowed to feed the bears at Yosemite, right? Then they become comfortable and they expect more. And look, I feel horribly that these people are in a plight. I honestly do. But giving them stuff out of our taxed coffers and our general funds is not the answer. It is absolutely not the answer. I don't have a problem with giving people a helping hand up, but not something like this. Once you do this, there'll be blight, there'll be issues, there'll be all sorts of different things that I don't really want to go into, because that's really not the point of this. This gets more into the political discussion of it. The point is this is not a good idea because it takes money out of our coffers. We pay into the general fund through gas tax, through sales tax, through all these different taxes that we pay as citizens. And we get money from the property tax, which comes from the county, to take care of our roads, to take care of our police and teachers and our schools and our firemen, fire people, not to give handouts to people. And if you don't think I'm right, please let me know and we can have a discussion about it. So if you're not for it, or if you are for it, either way, you should call your council member in your area and let them know that you're for it or against it. I'm not telling you which way to vote, ever. Would I ever do it? You're allowed to have my opinion on this. Please call your council member and let them know what your thoughts are on this. This is where your political activism takes the most of not complaining about how horrible Trump is or how dilapidated Biden is, or I don't care about that kind of stuff. This is where it matters for us, you and me, where we live every day. So go and talk to your council member and let them know if you support it or you're against it, either way, right? But go and tell your council members. All right. When you sell your house with Veto, you get a listing analytics. You get to see how many times your house has been placed in front of a viewer, a potential buyer. You get this real time. This was just a couple days ago, and let's see how many we got today. Same number. It updates every couple hours or so. But the beautiful thing is it breaks down how many times your ad was seen every day, how many people have come to see it, and it compares it to other houses that are in competition to you. Isn't that awesome? There you go. See, all these other people who are throwing their ads into this, they only get advertised like once or twice compared to the 6, or I don't know, 2 to the 11. I'm paying extra for this as a service to you as a home seller to get your house in front of so many more people, 61,000 people all across. Where is it? Facebook and CNN and daily. I know it's left and right. I don't care. Instagram. At the end of the day, my job isn't to be political. My job is to get your house sold. And that's what we're doing here all across all the news networks, all across Meta, which is Instagram, Facebook, and WhatsApp and all that other stuff. TikTok, right? And Yahoo, which is, I don't even know if they're around anymore. USA Today, Kohl's, all these other websites that are there for you to be serviced as a home seller, right? There you go. Probate. If you're dealing with an older parent, I'm dealing with one right now. And her daughter is around, but she's not very helpful. So we're putting her, they're actually moving to a place over in Tennessee, but they need to pack up all their stuff. And this lady, she doesn't have a ton of energy or strength to be able to do a lot of the heavy lifting. So guess what? That's where we come in. We hire the right people to do the packing and the decluttering and the moving of that stuff, so you don't have to. You have your life to live. And it could be a probate, it could be an estate sale, it could be you putting your mom into an elder community, a 55 and over community, whatever, an active adult community, or they're moving out town and they don't have the ability to be able to take care of that. When my mom did it, moved from Knoxville to Henderson, she did it all herself. Yeah, it was tough on her, and she's 83 years old, and she did it. So I would rather pay somebody to do it, make sure it gets done right. It's never going to be done perfect, but there you go. If you need some help with it, let me know. I'm here to help you. Am I being unreasonable? This is the Reddit question of the week, and I love this question because it really puts into the doubt and things that I talk about all the time, right? Look, if a listing agent is saying, yep, that's what Zillow said, let's do it for Zillow, just to get the listing, he's selling you. He's not selling your. And unfortunately, there's something called commission breath, or the desperation of getting a sale. And some agents just don't have enough to put some friction in people's brains, right? Look, my job is to guide you along the path and give you the right thing. I understand you think your house is worth $10 million, but in reality, it's only worth $5 million or whatever. My job is to make sure you understand why. And I show you different ways and different angles. And this article right here might be a little more difficult to read. It's been on market 19 days. They've only had 4 showings in 19 days. Now, when you look back, hindsight being 2020, and you look back and say, well, my house doesn't have air conditioning, or my house could have used, I don't know, a new kitchen or new bathrooms, or it could have priced it a little bit better based on the looks and feels. Or maybe I took a 3-bedroom, can make it into a 4-bedroom, and it'll sell for a little bit more. People are looking for bigger houses, right? 2 bedrooms don't really sell that well. They do, but they don't. Call this boss. She took a look at the house and agreed it was overpriced. We emailed them again, asking if the price drop, still no response. So here's the thing. Is your agent active and responsive to you all the way through? I'm here. Right? I'm here to talk to you and let you know where we are. And I want you to see what's going on with your listing and how much traction you're getting and all that stuff, making sure that we're priced correctly. We talked about it yesterday. If your house is underpriced in the listing side, that just means you're going to attract more eyeballs. It doesn't mean you're going to sell it for that. If your head says your house is worth 10 times more and you list it for 10 times more, it's going to sit on the market because you're not doing your due diligence and seeing what the actual market is out there. If you have houses that you're competing against that have air conditioning and a 4-bedroom and brand new kitchen, and you're pricing it the same as them, and it doesn't matter if it's 600 or 1.6 or 10.6 million. It's always the same thing. Are you comparing apples to apples? And I know the floor plan might make it seem like it's going to be apple to oranges, but basic square footage, 5 to 10% variance on that. And if it's a 4-bedroom, look at the 4 bedrooms. If it's a 3-bedroom, look at the 3 bedrooms. And then take a little bit look at if it has a pool, if it has a new kitchen, and then be honest with it. What this agent did is they just put it on the market and they're like, I don't know. Whatever, I don't care. But them to not respond to their client, that's unacceptable. Unless this person's, one of those neurotic, narcissist types, psychotic, I don't know, whatever. Oh, bank owned REO of the week. Not my listing, not yet available for viewing appointments. This is your coming soon. What good does this do you? You can't even see it. You might want to see it, but then you're going to call and say, no, you can't see it because we're fixing it. So why would you even put it on the market? It's a 4-bedroom, 2.5 bath, 1,954 square foot, standard lot, built in 1974, owned by the bank. This is a great buy, except for one thing. You are very close to the freeway. Very, very close to the freeway. It's not a bad area. As a matter of fact, it's close to Communication Hill, right over here, right? And then you're over here as well. Yep. So it's a nice area. And it's close to Willow Glen. Let's take a look inside. Pretty basic, original everything. These refrigerators, they'll last forever. It's actually a good buy. I'm going to keep an eye on that one. Let's keep an eye on that one. All right. This is Cupertino Apple House of the Week, Nut Hatch. $2.1 million, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,300 square feet, built in 1962. It's amazing what you get when you're close to Apple. Okay, so they didn't update it. They painted the cabinets, put a new counter, new appliances. That's fine. The floor is older. No, that's LVP. That's tile. Is it? No. That's the plank vinyl. Not a fan of that. Let's see if they have. Yay! They did a floor plan. Thank you for doing the floor. Garage, kitchen. It's a standard layout. Yep. Sold many homes like that. There you go. If you're interested, let me know. It's a brand new listing. It'll probably go for 2.3 or 2 on market 4 days. Hudson Street. Not my listing. Mountain View Home of the Week. $2.2 million. 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath. Built in 1995. 1,400 square feet. 2-story. This is a great buy. It has a walk score of 90, which means you can walk to Castro Street, the downtown of Mountain View. And there you go. Let's take a look. Where's the kitchen? Do you see the kitchen? Oh, there it is. All right. So they painted it. I like this granite countertop. I know everybody's like, oh, we got to go with the plastic stuff. No, I'd get rid of that stove and keep it. If all the drawers worked fine, I would keep it. It's a good buy. It's $2.2 million in your walking distance to downtown. 40 days on market, 90 days on market. Bank owns are ticking up, not a huge number. And then 80 from 69. We got a little bit more inventory from the bank owned world. In San Jose, we have almost 600 for sale right now and need to be at 1,000. Same thing with Santa Clara County. We have 1,200 for sale. We need to be about 2,000. So it's about the same ratio. And we have 84 pending and 158 pending from this last week. And we closed 171 from 4 weeks ago, because it's usually 30 days to close something. So it was a big bump. That's when prices went crazy, right? Or rates went down a little bit. And we're like, yeah, get on it. We have 59 back on market. Same thing, nothing too big here. And this is